Deadly Exchange is a Lifetime movie that proves one thing: hot foreign exchange students with big boobs and sexy accents cannot be trusted. Samantha and her daughter Blake have suffered a family tragedy when Samantha's other daughter died in an accident. So they bring in a foreign exchange student to replace her? I don't know. The exchange student, Chloe, arrives from England, even though the actress is Australian. If the character was going to be from another country anyway, why did they have to make her British? Why couldn't she just be from Australia and do her own natural accent instead of a fake British one?
Blimey, you got a second?
It makes no sense. Chloe is happy to escape to America because she just murdered her late mom's abusive ex-boyfriend back in England, who she always blamed for her mom's death. While Samantha gets ready for a first date, Chloe gives her a dress to wear as a thank you for taking her in as an exchange student, and there is a flashback to her own mom when she was a child, and it's pretty clear that Chloe's mission is to make Samantha her new mom. At dinner, Samantha really hits it off with Scott, a regular customer at her cafe. Chloe and Blake make the cheerleading squad. Blake's boyfriend Jack asks for a moment alone and says that she's been acting different towards him lately ever since Chloe got there. But Blake assures him that everything is fine. During a pool party at Blake's house, Chloe asks Jack why he's not getting into the pool. He tells her that he can't swim. She then says that Blake is too good for him and pushes him into the pool. He freaks out and screams for help even though he could just stand up. The dude is nearly 6 feet tall. Look, even his short-ass girlfriend can touch the bottom when she jumps in. Jack yells at Chloe,
"You pushed me."
Well, I bumped you. It was an accident.
and storms off. Before leaving, he sneaks into Chloe's room and goes onto her laptop. It's a Wednesday? How exactly are they having a full-out pool party at 3:25 on a Wednesday during the school week? Jack snaps a photo of Chloe's passport. That night, he researches her passport in a database, but nothing comes up.
It's not possible.
It is possible because you didn't even type in the same number that's listed on the passport. He then looks her up by name and finds out that Chloe Miller died 6 years ago.
Who are you, Chloe Miller?
Chloe invites some guys over from school to hang out. She excuses herself to the kitchen with Blake's cell phone and sees that Jack has sent her a text to warn her about Chloe. But I can't figure out why she opened up her Photos app to view the text message. Chloe, posing as Blake, tells him to meet her at the back gate in an hour. She finds some sleeping pills and spikes Blake's drink to make her pass out and sends the boys away. Jack shows up, and Chloe sprays something into Jack's face and pushes him into the pool. Once again, he decides not to simply stand up and instead chooses to drown. While enjoying her coffee the next morning, Samantha finds Jack dead in the pool. Blake and Samantha grieve the loss of Jack, who they think killed himself in their pool, even though that doesn't really make any sense. While at the cafe, Chloe is approached by a writer for the town paper who wants to do a story about an outsider's perspective on their community. She asks Chloe if she heard about the murder back in Canterbury, the town in England where she's from. Even though Chloe is the one who committed the murder, she denies hearing about it and tells the reporter to meet her at the library for the interview. At the library, Chloe calls the reporter nosy and kills her.
My plan was going perfectly. I'm not going to let some old hag ruin it.
How was she ruining it? She wasn't even suspicious of you. She only brought up the murder in Canterbury to make conversation because that's where you are from. I'm sure this woman could give a shit about one homicide in some small town all the way over in England. Was it really worth committing first-degree murder in broad daylight just to silence her? Chloe returns home from the library and they're already reporting on the murder. Like Jesus Christ, it just happened.
And a public memorial will be held this Saturday at 2 p.m.
How the fuck has the family already arranged a fucking memorial? It's been like 20 minutes. Chloe types an email to Samantha pretending to be from her parents, asking her to celebrate Chloe's 18th birthday. I like how the date is now September 25th, but when Jack was snooping around Chloe's room the day before he was murdered, it was May 10th. When did 4.5 months go by? They throw Chloe a birthday party, and while looking Samantha dead in the eyes, Chloe says her wish is to be there with her forever, which is super creepy. Chloe notices Samantha has been getting real close to her new love interest, Scott, and decides to ruin it. So she slides off her panties and slips them into his jacket pocket. She later tells Samantha that Scott has been making advances towards her and even asked for her underwear. Samantha confronts Scott about the allegations, but he denies everything. She finds the panties in his pocket and things aren't looking too good for Scott. That night, Blake notices her sleeping pills missing and wonders if she was drugged the night of Jack's apparent suicide. Chloe tells her that she sounds crazy, and Blake says that she doesn't want Chloe in the house anymore, and even discusses it with her mom, which Chloe overhears.
No one comes between me and my mom.
Samantha drafts an email to Chloe's parents asking to return her back to England. As the girls head to school, she sends it off, but notices that when she does, a notification sound pops up on Chloe's laptop and realizes that something is definitely going on. Samantha decides to pick up Blake early from school, but learns that neither she nor Chloe ever showed up for class. She goes outside and looks up the number for the Foreign Exchange Student Association to find out who Chloe really is, and good God, there are so many problems with everything happening on her phone right now. First off, if it's 4:07 p.m., then why would her daughter still be in school? The Foreign Exchange Student Association is located at 1245 Address Goes Here, Arizona? Where the hell is that? And if it's located in Arizona, then why does the phone number have a Los Angeles area code? And if they're only open until 12 p.m., how is she calling them at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? But whatever, let's just move on. Samantha tells the person at the office that she has been hosting a student named Chloe Miller. The woman informs her that there is no person named Chloe Miller in their system, and it turns out that Chloe is an imposter. Samantha calls Scott to apologize and asks him to meet her at the cafe, even though the movie never has him show up. At the cafe, Samantha learns from her partner that the store safe was broken into earlier and $500 was stolen, along with a handgun and keys to Samantha's summer cabin, which Chloe knew all about. Chloe and a passed out Blake are at the cabin. Blake eventually makes a run for it. Chloe pursues her and Blake trips on nothing. Chloe prepares to chloroform Blake, but Samantha arrives just in time. She tells her that she and the police know that it was her who killed her mom's ex-boyfriend back in England. Chloe threatens to shoot them with the gun, but chickens out. Samantha pounces onto her with the chloroform and knocks her out. The movie cuts to 8 months later. Blake graduates from high school. Scott proposes to Samantha, Chloe is in prison, and Jack is still dead.
Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about.